me lipos. Hey.
Alright, let's meow this. This is a rap about Immelmann and Grey, the two cool cats bringing Meowgo. Hey, what is Meowgo? I'll give you a lesson in juicy pussy tricks and whoops. Now here's my session. Started off one day with a dope man. His name was Dan. Had a plan. A man with a plan and a competition, but his spelling, it caused a petition. IGOW. What the hell is that? The W makes no sense. Are you a prat? The W is supposed to mean whoop. With these IGOW rule changes, it's gone to poop. IGOW. Now the cats are here, coming in clutch to remove fears about Dan's ABC. So let's get down to the X.
Do you wanna do an orbit? Upside down around the ball. It can be anywhere, at any height we'll find we're really tall. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish I could make you spin. Does it have to be an orbit? Yes, it has to be an orbit. Okay, I'll try. Do you wanna do an orbit? Upside down around the peak. I think this trick is overdue. I started scrolling through the Reddit for the week. It gets a little lonely on these packs, just watching my whoopers down. I think I got an orbit. I think I got an orbit. Okay, let's fly. Okay, let's fly.
Meet the tunny hoop. The male hoop called Brazen must perform a dance and press the female hoop, called Skittles. Brazen practices his dance to be sure it is absolutely perfect. He builds a pouch to lure the female in. Once she's touched upon this apparatus, he is ready to start the show. The dance is so complex, the eye can hardly follow. Two of these, one of those. Before you know it, his dance is over. Skittles is aroused. Hubba hubba. Skittles is captivated by the mediocre performance. She exposes her buttery port for insertion. Grayson extends his BT2.000 connector. Hubba hubba hoo chewy wobby wagga. With his task completed, little Brazen Tunny Hoop flies away to prepare for next week's adventure.
Oh man, baby, that was good.
You can split my ass anytime.
You're the best.
Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a hula hoop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my backwards for infinity loops, going out to fly my whoop. And I forgot my keys, forgot my keys, forgot my keys.
Agree, little babe.
I'm gonna rip some packs around the house. I just need a mission for submission tricks that I can learn how and then train for a couple of days. Until I have all the clips that I need. IGOW is a whoopaholic's paintbrush. IGOW is a whoopaholic's toothbrush. I need to go acro now. I wanna be that quadcopter up in the sky now. And I'm gonna risk my whoop, 'cause I've got another whoop. And I can't possibly fly two whoops, at least simultaneously.
I was like, it took all that time to preset it up.
Sound of disappointment.
Is the chat? The chat's not working. We're gonna. hopefully not have to deal with that once OBS is taking over. What's up, everybody? How we doing? We got some people here. Oh, look, there's 25 people. I forgot to post about this earlier. I didn't post it till today. Wasn't sure how many people would show up. What's up, everyone? We got Waffles, Danger Dave, Don't Touch the Door, One Andrew 123, Infinity Loops. I've never heard of them before.
Hey.
We got Ratty Rotor, Shallot,
Fuck them guys.
Just a Man in His Camera, and Cowboy Juicin. What's up, guys? We are going to go over the last few execution ones that we missed during the preseason, and yeah, then I guess we'll just talk about the regular season a little bit, and then call it a stream, because there's going to be plenty of streaming in the near future. Anyway, if we look at the preseason here, retry win, like kind of dominated. He had 87.5 points, and he won 1, 2, 3 challenges out of the 8 total. And then he also had 2 other podiums and 2 other top videos. So pretty impressive. Hemmingson, also super solid. Top video almost every week. Jal also had a really good run. He won the last the whole wrap up for the season, the TPW scoring. So nice job there. Then we had Inns, Balzac, Rabbit, Simon, Tokyo Dom, Michael, and the Genomicon rounding out our top 10. Pretty impressive. You had to have done every challenge to make it to the top, but there were some other solid pilots that kind of jumped in and out. I should have had an average. Like Goons, he didn't participate often, but when he did, he got a top video. Just 2 videos, and he won the first one. Yeah,
Was that one he won? Was that the one where his camera was all fucked?
That was when he was screen recording him looking at the video or something.
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah.
because it you drop down and you could see the play button and stuff for part of it.
Yeah.
And you guys rated it so highly that it became top video over Shallot's excellent horse video with his song. Just saying. Anyway,
I respect the hustle, man.
and then he made up for it in the second one, and he had a whole fancy edit. AJ also. Oh, Mr. McGunn only participated 1 time and won. Pretty solid. He just came in 1 time and he won, and he's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, he did what he needed.
These guys suck. I'm out of here.
AJ also, I think, came in and got podium. Oh, honorable mention and then podium. So pretty solid run there from AJ. Anyway, let's look at these executions, and yeah, we'll get some voting going here. Start a poll. Okay. So we're starting with double flip. We got 7 total things. And for double flip, we've got Swim Tube. No stranger to a top video. And then Jal also, we were just talking about. Jimmy Sprinkles.
Hey, yo, it's Jimmy Sprinkles.
That's kind of how it sounds. He talks in his videos. Do you remember that, or you were just making a character?
I did not. Maybe subconsciously or something.
It just makes sense.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
that's just
fucking
it.
mafia boss.
All right.
He's a wise
There we go.
guy.
Let's watch them. Okay, so both Swim and Jal do their double flips so fast and back to back that you can kind of count both of them together, and it's also a good showcase because you get to see the front and the back version. So.
We just rate these 1 through 4, right, dude?
Yeah. Okay. What's the back 5 seconds? This one, I think. Okay. Double front flip, immediate double back flip. Both pretty solid. Okay, so here, double front. pretty good, pretty locked in. I tried to pick ones that were like about like perfect flips. So then let's go on to Jal.
God, what are your rates, sir?
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah,
God
Jal's
damn.
first pick.
That's crazy.
He like what I liked about his is he like almost stays in place because he kind of does it at the apex of a little toss.
Yeah, he's also spinning fast as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Before you drop the
turn your rates up to 15,000. You can spin in place too.
Okay, if you want a little bit of a slower one, Jimmy Sprinkles. This is not quite as fast,
Struggle with
probably.
this, man. And everybody I talked to made it sound so easy.
He's
Oh,
talking to the camera the entire time.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah, and listen, he sounds like he. What you're saying.
Anyway, maybe I get some extra credit. For cemetery, this place is built to fly.
Let's
So
see
It's
that
an
one.
unfortunate
That one.
coincidence.
That was this one here.
I struggle with this, man. And everybody I talked to made it sound
That was
so
a pretty
easy.
good one. He said he's saying
I
he struggled
this,
with
man.
it, but like
And everybody I talked to
it
made
looks
sound
cool.
so
It's a
easy.
pretty solid
But,
execution there. Nice solid 2
Yeah.
flips. All right.
Yeah.
And ball sack. Also pretty locked in there. Oh, because when I click on the volume, then it doesn't scroll on the video. I was like, why does it keep failing on me? There we go. Okay. One more time. So, okay. You guys need to see him again, or you think you got it? Who you
I
want to
got-
vote for? Or
I think I'm ready.
I think I'm
Okay.
good.
all right, Tyrant. What was your order?
Ballsack won. I really liked how he kind of stayed level. I think he stayed more level rather than just kind of popping up and doing it. And he is flying forward.
Yeah, I tried to find people that actually like did it more like in a like line, but almost everyone just kind of like went up, did the trick, came back down. So
I'm gonna say Ballsack, Sweem, Jaw, Jimmy.
okay, Mo.
I went Sweem, Jaw, Jimmy, Ballsack.
Swing Joel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that what you went?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
dude.
Very creative. Okay. Heads.
I did Jimmy first, nice and slow, and in HD. Can't complain with that. I did Sweem second. I got Balzac. Or I'm sorry, I got Jowl third and Balzac fourth.
All right. OG.
I might have been same as I think I'm same as Mo's.
1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4. All right.
Or no, not yes.
Yes.
No, that's not right at all. Jesus Christ, I can't read. I'm sorry. I'm same as Tyrants.
Same as Tyrants. 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 1. Okay.
Yeah, I had Balzac first.
Okay. I think I had Jimmy first as well. I liked a little bit of a slower one. And then Ballsack I appreciate because he was moving forward. And then of the pop-up ones, I went this way. So let's see. That gives it to... Oh, wait, we need the audience. It's basically going to come down to audience. Right now, Sweem is ahead by a half point. Ahead of Ballsack.
We go, audience.
see what
Your time to
votes.
shine.
All right, audience, we've got 9 votes. How many people are even here? There's 30. There's actually 30 people watching. All right, vote, audience. Ooh, the audience likes Ballsack, but Jaw's in there also.
It's not a nice way to talk
Clip
about
it.
your
Clip it.
We'll give it a few more seconds here. We'll start. Oh, you know what? We'll review since we just did double flip. We'll look at the winner of single flip while the audience votes. So this was the winner that's going to get into the Trictionary for flip, and that's a pretty nice flip right there from Hemmingson.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Looks
Hell
very,
yeah.
Looks very pretty, really well executed. Flies in and
Is it
out of
free?
it like really locked in.
Used as an obstacle and
Yeah.
very smooth.
Great one there. Worthy
Like
of the
butter.
worthy of the Trictionary, I would say.
I'd say so.
Okay. I wonder, can I do this or does that mess it up? Oh wait. I wonder if you can make a playlist with the timestamps. Let's see.
It's that time. It's that
No,
time.
it just
It's
makes
time
the
for
whole video.
IGOW5 Challenge.
That's what I thought.
Lame.
Okay, we got 14 votes. We're just gonna call it in 10 seconds. If you don't vote, then you didn't vote. So that's on you. It's just like America. Only half of the people actually vote. And everyone else just sits and judges silently.
The ones that don't are the ones that bitch the most.
All right. Hashtag I voted singles. Okay, ending the poll. What did we end up with? Ballsack the winner, and the audience gets double. So like the double like importance. Note Jal second, and then we had a tie. Oops, Jal between Sprinkles and Sweem. So the overall winner is gonna be Ballsack. All right, well, it is Tyrant's Trictionary, so we got Tyrant's pick as the top
Rigged.
video. And OGs. All right. On to double roll. So first
Really
up, we
stepping it up.
got Ins. Pretty solid one there, and Ins is
It's gonna be
video,
hard
so
for me
it's
not to
pretty good.
choose this juicy DVR.
It's not this first one. That one he kind of comes out of a little early. That one is a lot more locked in. All right, there's Ins. Next, we got Mr. Meaty.
Hey, Mr.
Right there, pretty locked in one. Yeah, not that one. This one. Boom. Nice and snappy. Solid exit. Actually, a little bit of forward momentum too. Oops. So, nice work there. Next up, we've got Yamasaur. Nice one right there. So it's got the trees that look kind of cool going around too. Pretty solid execution. All right. And then we got Val. A little bit of prop wash coming out, but nice looking DJI video. Got good reference with the house and the sky and the trees. You can really see everything spinning around. Okay. Oh, I didn't put the freaking next poll up. God dang.
Okay.
Double roll. Okay, who do we have? We just watched Val. And Yamasaur was in the trees.
Thank you.
Mr. Meaty. And Ins was started us off. Okay, one more time just in case. Val. Nice. Yamasaur. Okay. Then we had Mr. Meaty. Not that one. This one. Alright. And finally Ins. This one right here. see if I can get it right to 5 seconds. Right. Okay, let's go to our voting. This time I'll go first. I liked Yamasaur's best because of the kind of the surroundings. Mr. Meaty, also solid. Val third and Ins fourth. Tyrant.
I believe it was Mr. Meaty.
Tyrant likes the forward motion, clearly.
Yes, I'm a huge fan of forward motion. I think it was
What up, Custom?
Val, Ins, and then Yamasaur.
Val, Ins, and Yamasaur. Okay. Mo. How do you
1, 3, 2, 4.
Look at that Mo on top of it. He liked Ins best.
Yeah.
I think I feel like you pre-decided that right when
I did. It was
came.
not fair to anyone.
All right.
I had it would be 2, 4, 1, 3.
All right. Nice. Very similar to mine. OG.
And I was 3-1. Was I same as Tyrant again? 3-1-4-2. Yeah, I fucking sure the fuck was. Jesus Christ.
You got good taste.
All right, so let's see. Right now, Mr. Meaty is, Tyrant's picks every time are leading the pack. So if the chat, let's see what's the chat thinking right now so far. Oh no, wait, I don't want info. I want to look at it. Ooh, Yamasaur ahead, and everyone else pretty much tied. Oh, Mr. Meaty just picks up a vote right now. Let's look at our roll winner for just single roll while everyone's voting. That was Wingham. Very nice there. So
great roll.
Yeah, great roll through the target, and you also got over here the line of sight. I don't know if you want to put that in the GIF. That might be kind of hard, but
yeah, we'll see. I'll play with it.
Very nice from Wingham.
Make sure you get those feet in the GIF.
Free publicity.
See, on my my little weigh-in things, someone commented free feet in this economy.
Yeah, that's part of the 777 tier you got. At the bottom, it just says feet. I'm like, what does that mean?
All right. Let's see. We got we have about the same number of votes, so 10 more seconds and we're going to close it. Get your votes in. We're going to play them all one more time. Here's Val. Oh, that was the wrong one. This one. Boom. We got Yamasaur. Not flip. Roll this one. Boom. Mr. Meaty. And Ins. Okay. And voting ending. It looks like this is gonna be interesting. So Yamasaur gets the win, and then Mr. Meaty is 2, and then we got a tie again for the last two. Oops. All over the place. Chat decides that Yamasaur is actually going to be the winner there, edging out Mr. Meaty by a point. Close one. All right,
nicely done.
Yamasaur.
Guess it isn't your Trictionary after all. Tyrant, is it?
I mean, it does have a little bit more visual appeal, I'd say. But
yeah, he's got that.
Tyrant wants forward motion.
Nice HD footage too.
Okay.
He had forward motion going into it. He just didn't carry it afterwards.
That's
When he
true.
leaves double roll, he's sitting still.
Okay. Next up, sorry.
An attempt.
It was a good one. It was close. Heads is defending his top pick there.
I'm just explaining why I picked it.
Okay. We
Sorry, go
got
ahead.
next up. We got Split S. So let me put this poll up so the people can actually have a little more time to vote.
I love split S's.
Yeah, there was some pretty good ones. I tried to give a couple different types of Split S.
Someone asked, Patreon gets me feet. Yes, it does.
Well, I kind of give those out for free.
Oh crap!
Well,
I put the wrong way.
that's your mistake.
Feet tier.
Dave. Okay. All right. Here's our best Split S's. Our best executed Split S's. First, I like Bananas, who won this challenge. He had a bunch of good ones. So I don't know if you think that one's better. There, where he goes through the. That's the one I would choose, where he goes through the chain. But the first one's also real solid, where he goes through the middle. So I'd say either one of those. Right through the middle of the basketball chain, or through the little side gap. Both those are really good. I guess you could put them both in.
See, when you look up a word in a dictionary, you want a nice, easy use of that word. If someone looks up split S and sees that, they're gonna be like, I can't do that. You know what I mean?
You think that's too? That's
a fair point. That's a fair. I see what you're saying.
All right, I guess you know.
Scary.
That's
I think if you were to pick one, I would go for the one that's down the middle, just because it looks more on purpose.
Okay, well this one,
ones in chains,
this one will probably get some good votes because
Yeah,
it's
a little accidental.
Ooh, very
Something,
oh yes.
Something more like that. Is that what more like you're looking for?
Such a nice, good example.
A lot of y'all though.
That was a lot of y'all.
Is it?
Yeah,
looks like
look
it.
at it.
Looks like he's nose down in the roll.
He's like toilet bowling down
Healthy
there.
amount of
Yeah.
healthy amount of y'all.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he is.
Okay. That was Hemmingson. Then we've got Michael.
Michael.
Why you say it like that, dude? Why are you fucking with Michael?
I love it. It's just.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a
so
clean,
clean
solid
one there.
example.
And I like the little shadow chase at the end. So comes at the
God,
tree.
you throw in those little minute
right
details,
over.
you're gonna make Dan's heart sing. That's all I gotta say for IGOW. Give him a shadow and like a chicken to chase, and you're in the top.
So I like that one there for Michael. And then this one was a little bit of a tighter one.
Tight.
A little bit of a quicker one there, but I don't know. Maybe Mo thinks
Too
this one's
fast.
Too
fast.
hard. It's too hard. I can't do that. How am I ever gonna do a split S?
What even is it? Do I need to go to a playground? I don't get it.
Do I need a basketball hoop?
Okay. That's actually a valid point there, I guess.
Yeah, I've never thought about it. I'm just now sitting here like pondering that. It could be deceiving if you're split S-ing over an obstacle like what Hemmingson did. That that's easy to know or to decipher. But if you're going through a dive gap on the way down on the split S, that could
shows how versatile the split S is really. Okay. Let's go back. Let's start with OG. So then Tyrant can copy him instead of the other one.
So I'm gonna go Michael 1.
Michael 1, okay.
And then I'm gonna go whoever the last one was. I'm gonna do that 2.
Dave.
And yeah, sure. I can't read it. And then Hemmingson's 4. So whoever. Oh, Bananas 3. Hemmingson 4. Okay. Sorry, Hemmingson. Too much y'all.
Heads.
I think I'm. Yeah, I think I'm the same as OG.
Okay. Mo.
I went 3-1, 2-4.
Tyrant.
I went Michael, Hemmingson, Banana, Dave. I can't read it.
Davey.
Bananas,
Davey.
Dave. All right, I went Michael, Bananas, Hemmingson, Dave. All right, well, Michael kind of run away with this. I think
Yeah,
Now, Michael.
pretty much.
I'm glad you said something though, Mo, because like my natural reaction would have been to pick Bananas or Davy for the since they were type. But yeah, for a Trictionary, when you're trying to demonstrate it for people to learn it, yeah, you want something open and that seems doable to a new pilot.
15
I
votes
agree.
for this one.
Especially for something like a split S, because it's such
Yeah.
like a integral
very-
trick to everything
very
else.
like basic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Changing direction.
switched between Bananas and Michael because of Mo's excellent commentary there.
Yeah. Good job,
What
Mo.
a
Right.
quality
Oh,
addition to the team Mo is.
So proud of you. And he wasn't
Yeah.
even late today.
I know, right?
And that was on time.
All right, let's see. We got
I deserve a beer for that. I'm gonna get one.
Michael taking it down based on Mo's,
Michael.
And then we got Hemmingson, and then the last
like
two
his
always
father.
tie because
Yeah, couldn't even stick an FPV on the end of it. Jesus.
Nothing.
Okay. Okay, so Michael definitely won that one. You really just got to get Mo to advocate for you, and then
Basically, yeah.
I guess he
Yeah.
didn't even directly
Mo in your
advocate
corner.
for Michael. He just made a point, and then Michael's illustrated that the best.
It's a great point.
Yep.
It's funny, Mo made that point, and he's the only one that didn't have Michael as number one.
I just can't bring myself to vote for Michael. No, I'm just kidding, Michael. I'm just kidding.
Okay. And
You needed the end.
we
We'll talk.
we'll go
Just
over
single
that when people are voting, so we have an extra thing. Okay, next up on to Immelmann. Let me put in the poll before I forget. Best Immelmann. Now this was kind of tricky because most of the Immelmanns were mixed into that combo, So I tried to pick
split S and back down.
Yeah, I tried to pick ones that were distinguishable enough. So, so we got Zootspook, Tantric, Backwoods. I have a suspicion that Backwoods might take this one. And I don't know. His is kind of complicated now that you want the most simple.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah, Mo's completely changed my thought process on these execution scores.
Fuck the game all up.
He shifted the meta. All right, Immelmann. So first up, we got Zootspook. He's one of the few people that did his inside. Very nice execution on this one.
Oh, that was really nice. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, very well done.
And he what I was really looking for is that they're actually a lot of people would kind of come up, and then flip over, and then start flying forward. I wanted you to have your momentum already going back.
That momentum
over the
doesn't
thing
stop. Yeah.
Before you roll back to level. So I think Zootspook did a great job with that here. And it was just really locked in. So let me close all these other ones. Okay, Zootspook. Next up, we got Tantric. Nice one there. I also like the little bird.
There it is, the extra detail.
There's definitely ads. I mean, I'm watching a whole bunch of the same people doing Immelmann over and over again.
Yeah,
So
sure.
True. You gotta find anything that brings you happiness.
Nice one there from Tantric. Next up, we got Backwoods. This one's pretty funny. It goes right into
that's very.
But I like how it's slow and it's right up in the. You could just cut it before he goes down into the split S. But yeah, I really like that one.
That is super nice. But then you're gonna have something that says butt stuff on the dictionary forever.
Some 8-year-old getting into freestyling for the first time.
Mommy, what's butt stuff mean?
All right, and finally Johnny
Dan
Stars.
Sagano and IGOW corrupting the youth funds.
That
Oh,
was
nice.
that
Is
was
this the pig
more
one?
that was more of like
Oh,
a
it's the
big-
goose one.
Oh yeah, goose and dog too on the way in. So there's that.
Damn, this is a
goose and
banger
dog
series of.
and boom.
Really good Immelmann.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. God, now I don't know whether to pick him or the first one. Yeah.
First one was good too.
Can we see the
Yeah.
first one again?
Yeah. Okay. So we'll run this one more time.
The
so
only
it's
thing
fresh
I
in
would
your
say about
mind.
the first one maybe is that he goes into a split S fairly soon after it too.
Yeah.
Whereas with Johnny Scars, he's got a little bit more of like a fly away afterwards.
Fair point. Gives you some room to let it hang.
Yeah, you gotta let it breathe.
Yeah.
Not too. He's got a little bit of a.
Yeah. There's a you could definitely.
He's got more of
Yeah.
forward flying
Oh,
than Backwoods did straight into the split S.
Yeah. Right. is,
Backwoods
like-
was like a continuous roll down into
Right,
the
yeah.
split S.
Yeah. One more time.
I mean, Backwoods was definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
This one's
As far as
like
for
a
the
freestyle.
dictionary.
after a little bit when he comes out
this
of
one here.
like a little cockeyed.
Both of them were pretty good. So the bird
Yeah.
was what made the difference between the two directions. Backwoods one more time. Okay. And then our first. Oh, we just watched them all. Okay.
Now, who's the second? Who's the second one again?
So let's see in the order.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy Tantric. Okay. Let's go to Mo, our trendsetter, Mo. What is
Oh,
your,
sure.
what do you think?
I already forgot the name. The indoor
Zoot
one.
This
Yeah,
one?
Zeus
This
Book
one?
number. Yeah, that's gonna be one for me.
Okay.
Two. I already forgot who did what. Backwoods is the outdoor one. No,
Backwoods is this
Johnny.
one. Johnny is the
Johnny Scars was
duck.
at the corner.
Johnny Scars is the
Okay,
duck.
Johnny Scars 2. Sorry, I fucked everything up. I
Johnny
was deep in
Scars.
thought about the duck. And then Backwoods 3, just because it was technically cool and it doesn't matter, and then the other guy 4.
Okay.
Oh, now it doesn't matter. He's the one who changed everything in the line. It doesn't matter. It looks cool.
was cool.
Throw it on the head.
Well, I mean,
Alright.
outside of who you vote number one, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm well, no, because it matters because of the, it's an egalitarian system.
Oh yeah, that's
and
true
it's
because we're
all-
that's
averaging them
true.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay,
really
see,
think about
I
that.
was definitely gonna pick Backwoods, but now I think like, it's not it's a cool Immelmann, but it's not a great
Yeah.
Example.
It's not a
Example.
dictionary example. I think
This
I'm-
is going to change the way that you pick out videos for
Yeah.
us to vote on execution style.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go. See, I don't really want to agree with Mo, but I'm gonna agree with Mo.
No reason. Thanks, dude.
No, I'm gonna put Backwoods too, just because I think that there's something to be said about being real cool. Okay. Tyrant.
I think I'm gonna go Johnny Scars, Zood Spook, Backwoods, and whoever the last one was.
Tantric. Wait, I did 3. There's not 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give
Yeah,
that dude a
you know what, I-
5. There's
okay.
4
I can make this bigger.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
What
thank
the
you.
fuck?
That was an option this
Oh
whole
my
time.
god!
That was a bunch of squiggly lines.
I see you guys go over there like leaning in. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I
dude. My eyes are
1,
shit.
3, 4, 2. 1, 3, 4, 2.
Hey, might as well do that twice.
1, 2. Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
we're
Ooh, so
like the
Zoot
parents.
Spook, it's gonna come down to I think what
I'll be right back.
chat thinks here.
Sorry, Backwoods. I love your
Alright.
Immelmann to split S combo.
Yeah,
but
Backwards. Yours was the technically.
If we were
Most
picking like coolest ones,
yes.
that would be a different thing. But I think it's
There's
I
just so
think-
much
I think there
steez in
is
it.
something to be said about like you want it to be, we're already trying to pick one that's clean and like, but you do want it to be a good like clear example of what's you're supposed to be doing.
Well, Tyrant, what do you think? We're over here chiming in on how your Trictionary should be. Do you agree with that with that outlook?
I like Backwoods, but I don't like the idea of having butt stuff. on the
Yeah,
Trictionary.
for sure. For sure. That was a good point too.
But no, I like big examples. So like when I created my Trictionary, I did everything over my big ass tree in the front yard rather than doing it like indoors with tight obstacles. Just because the more motion, the easier it is for people to follow as they do, as you know, they're watching the trick.
The bigger, more exaggerated
super quick,
examples.
and they're struggling to figure out like what's going on.
Yeah. And so also we didn't have split back as one of our. I spelled it wrong. As one of the specific things, but Ins did like just a great one that I think should be part of the trick.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a split S with a backflip in it, and if you do it real nice, it looks pretty cool.
Oh,
very nice. Oh, and through the little driveway gap there.
But he just like he keeps like some backward momentum before he does it. Most people kind of like do the split S and they do like a backflip as they're kind of like falling down. At least when
he kind of added it to the end of the line there. It was nice.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
this
it was
like
nice.
one of the best like split backs I've.
It was like a little back handspring instead of a backflip. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
that
was a good.
I was messing around. What's the? Is it a Mavani Maverick loop with a Barani? Yeah, I was trying to remember some of the Tyrant Pro Whooper tricks that we saw last week when I was streaming Sunday, and that was the only one I could remember because my brain's shit.
You could just go to the Trictionary. That's the great thing.
There you go.
All right.
Or I could just fly.
Ending the poll. Here we go. Let's see. Ooh, one person got their vote in at the last second. So it looks like Zoot Spook is going to be our winner. And then, it tied up Backwoods and Johnny Scars. So, 4 and 6, 5s. And Tantric. So, what did that makes Zoot Spook our winner. A little bit of a tighter one, but I think it's still a good example.
It was tight, but that roll at the top was locked in.
Okay, now we've got our last challenge, which was the Nick Burns power loops, and we've got our 3 power loops. Well, power loop and then 2 power loop variations. So there was a lot of good loops, obviously, but I tried to pick some good examples. All right, Hemmingson, of course. Oh, let me put up the poll. This is just the regular power loop. A lot of people did like 2 good ones in a row. So I don't know if you want to put 2 in a row on a thing, but
I'm sorry, say that again.
Some people have like multiple good loops like together. So I don't know.
If they chain the same trick together, like back to back to back, I'll include all of them.
Okay, good, because that's what.
Unless you mean like
that's what makes Johnny Scars cool. Okay. So I tried to pick some different ones here again. So first, Hemmingson, obviously, he's gonna have the pretty looking video, right? So just a very nice, clean, good example of the loop. A good looking that it's actually this one here. This is a better one. So again, little shadow action. Yeah. Okay. So that's Hemmingson. Then we got Johnny Scars. So he chains 3 power loops together of different. You'll see. He goes the up loop, the cube loop, and then the entire barn loop together. All pretty solid. So, like that there from Johnny Scars. So, let's see. Up loop, cube loop, and barn loop. So kind of different level example there from Johnny Scars. Then next up we got Ins. Just, pretty video, good execution always. Yeah, I thought that one there in the TGS just looked real nice. He's got his cool ceiling lights. tracks well. All right. And then Retry Win probably had like the prettiest like location for the loop. Oh, and birds.
Birds.
That was just like, that's pretty.
Like how the dude's like reaching up too. It's fucking
Yeah.
sweet.
So
That's a really cool video.
Yeah, and I guess if you can use two, you could use both of his loops together. The second one is a little bit better because he comes straight in, but very cool one there from Retry. All right. Yeah. So this is a different. You have a couple different flavors here. You got the nice HD. You got 3 different types of loops all together. You've got Inz's TGS loop, or Retry's cool, like, I don't know, fountain statue-y thing. Tyrant, let's have you.
Man, I'm kind of torn with these ones because Johnny
there's-
Scars at Top Gate was really cool, but we kind of run back to the same problem with Bananas of it kind of intimidating people, like thinking they got to go through like a gate. Inns, I think, had the best execution, but we're doing it proximity indoors, and that might intimidate people as well. Retry Win had the coolest looking one with, the birds and the awesome statue, but I think Hemmingson's was better executed than Retry's.
Gotcha.
So I think I'm going to go Hemmingson, Retry, Inns for the execution, and then Johnny Scars.
Okay. Mo, what did you think?
I went 2, 4, 3, 1.
All right, similar.
That's
just
what
mixes
I
up.
was.
That's who was that? OG said that.
Me, I was the same as this. Yeah.
Heads.
I'm 3, 4, 2, 1.
Oops. All right. Let's see. I kind of had these ranked, but now Mo's just like made me rethink everything I've ever thought about with Dictionary. So I think I'm gonna stick with Retry just because I like that one, and I really liked Inz's too. We're gonna go 3 and 4 Johnny Scars. I thought I was gonna pick Johnny Scars maybe before this, but now you're like the 3 different types of loops might be a little confusing.
Also, his first one was really good, but his 2 after that were kind of blown out.
That's true. He does kind of stall a little bit on the second one.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit of a teardrop.
Yep. That's good. That's a good description. Okay, chat. Get your votes in. Do we have it? No, we already didn't do anything similar. I guess we can go over some of the other winners as people are voting. What else?
Wieners.
Johnny Scars, who is in this vote right now, won the Juicy Flick with his pig Juicy Flick. You guys remember that one?
Apparently, I didn't like that one.
See what
Look at that pig.
Look at that. I think it's hard to do a good Juicy Flick on a whoop.
Especially on a pig.
Yeah. And then MRV won for Snapback.
Nice.
Solid one there.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yeah,
what
see, I
happened?
doubt I voted him number 1, but now, I probably would have.
Let's see what
I just
you
need
did
to
back
read
in the day.
Oh, I did vote him
you
number
did
1.
vote him. We all did.
Hey, look
was
at
a
that.
consensus one.
Look at that, Mo. I thought of this first.
Hell yeah, it was always you.
All right, audience, last chance to vote. 5 seconds, and I'm ending it. There was 15.
Hey, what
last
happened
time.
to
One
the
person-
dude that we were following who was in the van and would do the stick cams,
Chet?
like the weird
He's been
stick
doing-
cams?
He's been doing weird stuff the whole time. He did
Yeah, he's the one that did the N64 one. We
did
just had an honorary mention.
N64. He did one where he was
Oh, hell yeah.
driving a car. He
Okay, I
did-
just wanna make
did
sure he's
one-
safe.
I think he did one with a mouse and a. Yeah, He did like a little like handheld game thing. Okay, here we go.
Cool.
Let's see.
That was the same guy that was in Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
The sketch. Yeah.
Yeah. It was really hard to figure out at the beginning because there was the one that looked like he had like a military stuff and he had like
Yeah, it looked like he was in a war zone.
Yeah, he had like the video on the like thing, but then and his finger motions were closer to what was actually happening, so it's harder to distinguish. Anyway, okay, retry one, audience vote. A tie
Try one
in second. Johnny Scars and Hemmingson, and Johnny Scars in last. Okay, so retry won that one. Retry win.
That was a
wins lots. He's got a good name for winning, you know.
Oh, I see. He's got a next one too.
Whoa!
Since I can actually read the names.
Did you
now.
guys do that?
No.
The little claps.
Nah, it was weird.
That's strange.
That just happened.
I heard that too.
It's just the guy.
No, like there was little like claps on my like screen
There
too.
was,
They like
yeah.
came up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
they tapped a clapping emote maybe or something.
Yell louder, Daddy. Ooh, ooh.
Okay, no, it was you. I was like, no, because it was
Pretty
on
sure.
the Discord.
Y'all just hear Bardwell or something weird, dude. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, hey, what's up, Magna? Sound says
Oh, yeah.
Quad Jake? Question mark. I think there's sound because everyone else hasn't been saying no sound.
No?
Okay.
Yeah, it might just be. Maybe you're hearing stuff.
Okay. Next up, we got Power Flip. This one was a little harder to find good ones. But not Power Roll was the hardest by far. You know, I don't think people do Power Rolls a lot. And
I definitely don't. Not enough.
It's kind of like a Rubik's Cube, basically. Okay, so for best power flip, we got Professor Bio Hazard. Then we've got B-Bird. We've got Retry Win again. And Ins again. Okay, so I tried to put them do people that like kind of did them at the top, you know, point of the thing and did a nice snappy one. So here's Professor Biohazard.
Very clean.
I like how his was like snappy on the
it looks
flip,
very good.
but then it's like the loop just continues perfectly, just with the flip.
Nice. Oh, and you just see that dude on the bike, whoever's passing by on the bike.
And
I
the
feel like you
person
could
on the bike. Just a little bonus.
Bro,
I feel
y'all
like
see
you
that?
could cut it and like
y'all see
loop
that
it.
stop sign?
That on that stop sign right there. No, if you cut it and looped it perfectly, I feel like
He's
you
just
could
always
see the guy on the bike every time.
He's always
Yeah, it would be so
coming back.
trippy, dude. So trippy.
All right, that was a solid start there. Next up we got B-Bird.
Nobody
Again,
does
a
front
nice
power
loop.
flips.
Yeah, there were only like 2. Plus Tyrant calls it a reverse power flip, but there were none of them that I saw that were worth Trictionary. I think only like 2.
Well, you see, I
people
call
did
it that, but I got it from you because I think that's what you would call it in previous seasons.
No, I call a front power flip and back power flip, don't I?
I thought you did.
I gotta
So-
go back and look. I swear you called a reverse power flip.
I probably did at some point. You know, there's been so many seasons. I probably was like, oh, reverse power flip. So,
I just like the change.
okay, again, one more time, B-Bird. This one right here.
Who knows? I probably misheard. The whole reason B-Bird has B-Bird as his pilot name is because my dyslexic ass couldn't say his original pilot name, and I said B-Bird one day, and then he just completely changed his pilot name to that.
Just like
What's the-
sciatica.
Yeah,
What
what's
was
the
his
original?
Yeah, sciatica.
What was his what was his original name?
It was like
You still can't say
Bruno
it.
or something like that.
This is not.
I don't know. I just like the jazz got it mixed up.
Peter.
All right, next up,
All caps, dude, to know he's just making fun of it. So.
Yeah.
retry. Okay, so
Oh, nice.
same
That's
thing.
fine.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah.
Also, it's pretty solid.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, and our last one is ins.
A little blown out.
Yeah.
A little
little
bit, a
far
little
back.
teardroppy, as you'd say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
You know, Professor Biohazard was the first one I found, and I think I'm sticking with that as my top one. Retry, I liked too, but he where he got that location in there. B-Bird put 3, and Heads' little teardrop comment bumped ins down for a little bit for me. All right, 1, 3, 2, 4. Tyron, what do you think?
Professor Biohazard. Retry. B-Bird. Ends.
All right, same. Mo?
I got 1, 4, 2, 3.
That's what I was.
I'm 1, 3, 2, 4. Same as you, Skittles. I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
We're all pretty close there. So looks like Professor Biohazard kind of crushed that one. Let's see what chat thinks. Oh man, chat also 86% Biohazard right now.
Dude, I just have to see the perfect like GIF loop of that and the dude with the bike always
Oh,
going
yeah.
by.
Go over and
It's gonna
over
be
again.
so sick.
I'll make
Okay.
it happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's look at our Cubics Rube and our Rubik's Cube winners while chat votes on those. Fire Blast won Rubik's Cube. And I guess we can just keep playing his video because because he won Cubics Rube too. So boom. And then here comes his Cubics Rube.
Yeah,
So very solid.
And if you're looking at his sticks and being confused, it's because he's flying mode 4, I think it is.
Yeah, I think that's what we figured out.
Definitely not going to put that in the Trictionary. Confuse the fuck out of people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, you just got to take this part up here.
Mode 4?
Nicer. So it's the same except this one here is roll and this is yaw. But this is still
Okay.
throttle and this is still pitch. So you
Interesting,
could probably fly, like if you could probably like generally fly still because you're still going to coordinate your turns similarly. It would feel a little bit different. It'd be hard to do tricks, obviously, but I think you could still fly around if you pick.
Yeah, I feel like it would be easier to adjust to that than like
any
mode
other, yeah.
1.
Oh
Yeah.
anything where you had to move the throttle.
Yeah.
If the throttle's over here, then I'm screwed. Like that's relearning my brain completely. At least like if you're coordinating turns, they're still kind of together. I feel like I could still fly around in this mode.
Yeah, your turns might look a little sloppy, but I could
Yeah.
still mosey around.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you go to do a fucking roll and just yaw spin.
So we're just gonna end this one because it's kind of a foregone conclusion that Professor Biohazard won this one. Good job, Biohazard. And In's got a vote. That's second place, and that was it. Okay. Our final vote here. That is B-Bird, Fireblast, Flavu, and Ins for Power Roll. So Power Roll, there were not a lot of good Power Rolls overall. These might be like I would say there is like maybe maybe 4 good ones in there all right here. And it was even hard to find those. Because, you're not out there trying to like pull off. If everyone was out there trying to pull off a perfect power roll, you'd get good ones. But you had to do it at the end of the combo. So
Kind of an awkward trick too. It feels like
it definitely is. If
I
you've
never ever do that.
Yeah, almost always the first the first. I hadn't done it in a long time before I did the little demonstration, and you kind of you want to just do a roll and a half, because you finish your roll and you're like, oh wait, I'm upside down, and then your natural inclination is just to roll a little bit more.
Right.
So I saw a lot of people do that in their attempts. And I don't think it's anything
I don't
anyone
want something big and black in my hallway.
I don't think it's anything that anyone just does spur of the moment in a normal freestyle rip. You're right, it's like an awkward feeling.
Yeah, you got to really think about it before you go into it.
Yeah. Okay, but that said, let's look at our best ones. Here we got B-Bird. Again, I saw one. That was more of a segmented one. Oops,
yeah, it was good hesitation.
So
to actually,
you can kind of you can see it's
what a stall
loop with a roll at the top. Yeah, he basically pauses upside down. All right, B-Bird, solid one to start us off. Next, we got Fire Blast. Again with the opposite. A little teardroppy, and the obstacle is not that great, but the execution is solid, and I like when you can see the horizon while you're doing the roll.
Yeah,
it really makes it clear you're doing it at the top, because almost everyone did 3/4 of a flip and then was looking down, and then did a roll as they're coming down and finishing the loop. Which this is the best one version of that, because Flavu kind of his rolls kind of like the whole loop, as you'll see here. So it looks kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
So it's a little different. Instead of ripping off a quick one at the top, his whole loop has a roll in it. So I thought that looked pretty cool, actually. So
I like it.
It's not how you would traditionally think, but I think it actually looks better than the roll at the top, honestly.
Yep.
It kind of smoothly comes out of it on the way down, but he definitely starts it on the way up. So
kind of like a power loop into a 540 split S.
Yeah, pretty cool. And then ends with just a more excellent execution. A little bit of a stall at the bottom of that one. But he does a really good. He keeps it in the loop. I think the best of anyone.
Hey.
Yeah, is that I never ever do this trick. Is that a requirement? Because the other dude you just showed me beforehand looks like to me he finished the loop and then just did a roll on the way down. It looked good. Does it count? I guess, quote unquote, count.
Yeah, I mean, it's a power loop with a roll in it. So
somewhere in it.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you'd want to do it what I'm thinking most of the time. If you're gonna do a snappy one, at least where it's just a quick part of the loop, then I think you want to do it at the very top, when you're looking up, when you're basically inverted. But if you're gonna do kind of a cool, kind of a slower one, Flavu did and make it most of the loop, then that's kind of just cool. So I don't know.
I like the way it looks.
I like you know what? I'm voting this one number 1 because I like the way it looks the best out of all of them, because it is kind of an awkward looking trick, and that makes it kind of all flow together, kind of like when you do a Rubik's Cube that has nice blended corners. So
at what point does he start the roll? Does he start it at the top and then just because it takes
his dive?
He does it a little. He does it right after his snap, right? So
he's looking down right there though. Hold up.
Yeah, it's like a dive.
That's he was going to be number 1 for me until that.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean,
I
straight
think
down.
he's looking down.
He
I
is,
mean,
he's
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that.
Roll
was-
needs
Yes,
roll up.
he's yeah. He definitely
yeah, he's
flips all the way
looking for it.
looking down, and then he does his roll like on the way down as he goes through. When you break
cool
it down
looking.
in slow motion.
It is cool looking. I think it looks a lot better than the other ones, but I don't know if it counts.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
For the
That's
trick,
different.
the
You know-
Trictionary, we're looking for textbook examples.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this trick is like kind of,
Kind of shitty.
oh no, it's kind of like while it hasn't, it is kind of shitty, but it hasn't been established, and it, like let's whose was the most
why.
perfect, I would say maybe.
How? If I were to do it, I would
I
just do a
guess this
slow
one-
roll through the
I
entire
guess this
flip.
one I would say is the most textbook how we're kind of defining it here. Even though that's
Yeah.
a little teardroppy,
Like a
but I don't
watermelon.
know. I feel like if you're doing it in a freestyle line and you do what Flavu did here, it looks a lot cooler than what happened
For
in all the
sure,
other ones.
looks
so-
way better.
So if that's
That
the way,
looks
if that's
we're
the way
full-
it's gonna look, if like since it's not a trick, it's not like a split S. There's not like, this is the way you have to do it. I'm saying this is the way you do this trick now.
Right?
Do it nice and slow so it kind of all blends together. Where it's hard to tell exactly. Obviously, he started his a little bit later, so I'm gonna put Fire Blast 2.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta start it like on the come up and maybe do slow all the way through. I think that would look sweet. I'm gonna try it next time.
If you did
Tyrant.
a really slow loop or a slow roll throughout the entire loop, I think that would look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or even if you
What do
started
you
it while you were upside down and then the whole way down and through you finished it off.
Can I see B-Bird and Fire Blast one more time?
Yeah, I think the reason that his looks cool is because he did it like a tighter loop, so he's finishing the loop and like going through the obstacle as he's rolling and like spinning. So okay, here's B-Bird. It's right after the power flip. So his was more segmented, and then who else do you want to see?
Fire Blast.
Fire Blast. That was right after. Okay.
And can you just kind of frame by frame a little bit of that roll? I'm just
Fire
curious.
Blast?
Yeah, because it kind of looks like he's just doing a straight roll, rather like with no mixing. So I'm just wanting to see.
Oh, you want to see his actual sticks?
No, not his sticks, but like the motion. Because like if you do like perfect mixing, the center of the roll is going to be in the middle of the screen. So like the horizon would like remain in the middle of the screen. But if you have like a big, you do a pure roll, you're going to have that effect where you go from looking at the horizon to looking at the sky and then back to the horizon. Okay, I think I have my votes.
Okay.
I am going to go. I'm not a fan of the segment, but
Me neither.
I'm going to go with B-Bird 1. Fire Blast
I
ends.
was thinking.
And then Flavu.
And then
Blast.
Flipboard. Yeah.
Alright.
The main reason why I was kind of hesitant on ends was just because of like the finishing motion.
Yeah.
He's a bit off center.
His loop
Out of it.
doesn't come quite back through as clean as the other ones. His power loop was perfect, or his power flip, but that one he does kind of go off to the side and then kind of like hops as he goes through.
Actually, show me one more time. 'Cause that roll is really good. You know what? Which ends and Fire Blast for me, because that roll was a lot better executed at the top. See, like with ends, when he does that roll, even though he has a high angle, he keeps the horizon in the center. Like it spins like right on the horizon. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, it's a little off, but whatever. It was still a good, good roll on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep.
And when you play it at full speed, it looks a lot less
Yeah.
egregious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he snaps the roll right back to the right back to the point perfectly, which is nice. Okay, Mo, what did you think?
I went 2, 3, 4, 1.
You guys are killing me with the Flavu. All right.
I went 1-3-4-2.
All right. And OG?
I went 1-4-2-3.
Oh, I like it. All right, OG.
I still had to vote
Flavu a little bit points.
Flavu,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely do it similar to how that dude did at Flavu.
All right, we got B-Bird and Ins. That's basically going to come down to who chat thinks is. Ooh, wow. This is the most split one by far. If we got 3 tied in first place right
Because
now.
this trick sucks. No one likes it. Get rid of it.
Yeah, nobody ever do it again.
Anything
kinda
Mo,
need to check the
anything
trick
Mo
there,
can't do, he's against.
Get rid of it. It doesn't even count.
This isn't even a real trick, bro.
All right.
It's not a split S. Get it up.
Let's look at our last couple winners here. We got Professor Biohazard for Yosmin. Inverted Yosmin. Very nice there.
Pretty nice. A lot of lines in the field. A lot of
Yeah.
perfect horizon lock. A lot of symmetry going on here.
Yeah. The like boom. The like line. The lining up with the line and it just going like whoop is very satisfying. And the inverted retry won that one. Very solid.
Looks nice.
Yeah. Nice one there. And then we had Bry 5 for Matty Flip. Oh yeah, this one was like this Matty Flip.
Into a Matty Flip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he killed this entire video, even the skit.
Mirror was kind of trippy.
Yeah, that one's really cool looking. Half Matty was
Shadow.
AJ.
Think of the shadow potential.
Shadows and reflections.
That's just a pretty half Matty. It looks like robotic almost.
Yeah, textbook.
Yeah, it was really good.
Very nice.
And the 540 version we gave to Bry 5 also.
A 540 half Matty pendulum. Then do a celebration.
He makes it
flip.
look so easy.
Nice and slow.
In either case, you'll need to
The close
satisfy
look
at
close
least
up
one
of
of
the
the
face.
following 3 requirements.
It's like the video is way longer,
540
so I can't
half
just
Matty pendulum.
click back.
Then do a celebration flip.
Okay, let's see what our vote was. And ending in 10 seconds. Ooh, it's tied between Fire Blast and Ins right now. If you want to make the deciding vote, put it in right now. Because those are the 2 that we're deciding between, right? Oh no, B-Bird and Ins. Oh, so it looks like Ins is going to get it. 3, 2, 1, boom. So Fire Blast and Ins tied unless someone got in a vote at this last second. Oh, the little thing didn't show up. I have to make another poll for it to show up.
Damn, was this I think this was the first round where like all of our scores are completely different.
This one?
None of
Yeah.
us have the same
Yeah.
scores.
Yeah, this was because this one, this trick there isn't as much of a defined
Well, like most of it sucks.
Just sucks. Get rid of it.
Mo no like new things.
He's bad.
3 and Ins. Third place, Flavu and B-Bird. People didn't like the segmentation as much. So it's Ins.
Nice.
Is that the first one Ins is one? Because he's got a lot of entries in here.
No.
No, he won Power Roll too. Oh, no, wait, that's just like that. We gave him Snapback. Yeah, that was his first execution win. Even though he
deserved one of
in
them.
A lot of them. He's always got really good looking video and good execution.
All the hard work paid off.
There you go, Ins. All right. That's pretty much it. We're gonna have a lot of streaming coming up. We already have. Let's see, what are we at right now? Where's my video list right here? 300 something videos. Last time I updated, there's 361. Let me see. Let me refresh real quick. See what we're at. And that was like a little bit. Now we've got another 20 videos.
Please give me free
380.
stuff.
So, yeah, that's gonna start this Saturday at 11, and I'm gonna try to go 11 to 11, and then we'll see how many videos we have left after.
We could just drop in
the
anytime,
first 12
Daniel.
hours. Yeah, well, ideally, I'll try to make a little schedule so that we don't get more than like 3 or something, 2 extra people on, so that
You think people are lining up on the door to sit and watch 8 hours of Orbis with your ass?
No, but I think like people want to come all in at the same time because like there's like times
Just lining up
for
to spin me right round all fucking day.
Oh,
hell yeah.
How many do you think we're gonna get now that I specifically? There's probably would have been
guarantee
like 1 or 2.
At least 10.
There would have been only like 1 or 2 if I didn't say anything, but now for sure there's gonna be people like baiting it, like.
You think
like
there would only
coming
be
in with
1
the
or
information.
2
No,
if you didn't mention it?
If I didn't mention it, yeah, because normally there's at least like 1 or 2. And just
I
'cause
still
people
haven't ruled out doing it for
it'll
mine.
be a good one, spin me right round. The problem with that song is that I don't know how YouTube handles like their whatever the copyright thing, but like always it's happened every single year in IGOW, literally all 4 previous streams where the person's video doesn't get blocked and the song is 100% of the video, right? So, but then my stream is 12 plus hours, and their video is on stream for 1 minute of that 12 hours, and somehow my entire video gets blocked. And the problem with that song is it gets blocked in the U.S. and like most of like the European countries too. So like no one can see it. It's one thing if your song gets blocked in Russia and Belarus because they block like 75% of the songs that exist. So,
Do you not like good music? The fuck?
So I assume most of the people in Russia that watch, have a VPN anyway. So, but yeah, that's that one song every single time, and then I have to download the whole stream because after you can't just like block out one song after it gets I don't know how many hours, but yeah, so it's been such a pain in the butt. So hopefully, if people do like pretend to use it, it'll only be for like 2 seconds or something. But
Hopefully,
I don't understand how the video doesn't get blocked, but the whole stream. How do they find just that in the whole stream? But they didn't find it when it's
in my
the
previous live stream. I've had issues with like Sony copyright or whatever, and it actually gives me the option to mute that segment of the live stream.
Yeah,
and then,
you could do that up to like 8 hours. I think after 8
No.
hours, you can't edit it.
I've done it on 2-hour streams. If you get a song that is, if it strikes it outright and immediately says it's muted, you cannot view the stream, like it's banned everywhere, you can't mute it. You can't go back and mute the section. If they just copyright strike you and say this part of your stream is using specific music, you can mute that normally. But if they outright strike you and say like this is no longer visible in the US, you have no options after that. The editing options are gone.
Okay, is that
it's
what
very
because I know I've definitely been able to do some ones where it gets blocked, maybe just in like Europe or something, and then I can just go in there and say like put a different sound over it. But for some reason, I've never been able to do it.
In the US, that's it. It's just gone.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I've lost many a Saturday night stream because of that. Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It is what it is.
Yep. So we'll see how many people want to like. I'm not joking too. Like if you play that song for like more than 2 seconds or 3 seconds, you're gonna fail. Yeah, I don't know how many people are gonna be able to it's hard to fail this first challenge. You really have to like not have any attention.
Really gotta want it.
Dan is done with gentle parenting.
Oh yeah, no, that's what that's why we had an 8-week preseason. I feel bad that like a lot of the Joshua Bardwell people, just now found it. So if they are like beginners, they're kind of going to be tossed into the fire here in week
Not
number
really,
2.
because we just had them doing like inverted and shit. Now they got to do orbits, so like they'll be fine.
Yeah, no, but I mean like the rest of the challenge.
He means those recent ones, the ones that Bardwell like just got to join,
Oh yeah.
like at the end of the
because
preseason.
all those people are starting. They're going to go straight from orbits to like whatever happens here in week 2, and they're going to think, oh my gosh, such a crazy, because they missed the whole preseason, which is like the first 10 weeks of IGOW typically, and now they're going straight into
show
like
up.
week 10 type challenges. So
Well, for next year now.
yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
But-
thanks for hanging out, everyone. Yeah, we'll see plenty of us coming up here this weekend. So,
Are we on again Wednesday, Daniel?
hopefully that it doesn't. Hopefully we get done with the stream before Wednesday. Who knows what's gonna happen though? What if like 2,000 of these people that have signed up actually put in a video? How many minutes is that? Or how many hours is that? How many days
Is that this Saturday?
Yeah, that's starting this Saturday.
So when is the video due by?
9 a.m. and then the stream is at
Oh,
11.
fuck. I better get
So
on
now, like, yeah, there used to be like kind of like a larger gap between it, but now like it's due and then we're just watching them. I think that's better for viewers. But let's see, wait.
Yep.
2,000. 33. So if there was 2,000 videos, that's 33 hours of just videos. So that would be like
Well, you got 2 days, Dan. Get it done.
At least 4 days of streaming. So hopefully there's not that
Hell
many.
yeah. Get some Red Bulls.
Yep.
Yeah, because I
Keep that energy up.
I guess I might even have to like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how many end up.
Sleep
catching up
stream.
in. Sleep stream.
Sleep stream.
Yeah,
It's
just set up a
more-
playlist and let them.
I have to I have to reset the stream every 12 hours, right?
Yes.
Otherwise,
Sleep less.
There'll be
Yeah, you're gonna
videos
sleep
that
for
people
12
that
hours. Sleep for 6 hours, wake up, hop right
It's
back
just
in it.
Dan. It's just Dan passed out in the background of the first fucking
and they're just
next
going.
video that plays. You spin me right around me.
And I just
Oh,
wake up and
camera's
like,
camera's on the
fail.
whole time, huh?
Fail.
I heard you.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
just
fun.
when you wake up, you're like everybody whose video played while I was asleep failed automatically.
Yeah, sorry.
Automatic fail.
Can't be bothered. But it should be fun. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Saturday. I need to get, hopefully with
Later.
OBS, I'm gonna be able to make like all of the like fun stream stuff be a little better than it was.
If you need help with it, let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess around with it here after I get
Yes,
the.
wow.
I have to get week challenge 2 and 3 edited because I'm leaving for West Coast Throwdown next Thursday.
Oh shit!
So
Hell
it's
yeah.
good that I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna get all backed up. Like if there's like also thousands of videos for week 2, I don't know how I'm gonna like figure that out. But we'll make it happen.
See. All right, gentlemen.
Peace.
All right, boys. and
All right,
girls.
y'all.
Night,
Guys,
guys.
fun.
See you guys
Later.
later.
Thanks everyone for watching. Bye bye. Okay, and